So the first one is, why don't we start with the new Whitechapel?
Oh man, you really want to talk about that
Yeah.
one?
So I don't know, how much of it have you listened to?
The you mean the last single?
Oh, so you've just heard the like, have you heard a bunch of the songs or just the one or?
I heard it. Well, I was referring to the two singles they released,
Yeah.
last month or so. Yeah, and nothing really good to say about them,
No.
honestly, on my end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me neither. Yeah, I listened to the singles and was not impressed. I was already pretty, honestly, I have not liked them since the self-titled. That's actually my favorite. I know some people even say they hate that one and they go back to like the first two basically, but
Yeah, so, yeah, I can only listen to like Somatic Defilement. This is Exile, I think one was called.
yeah. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
popular
those
one.
are like my go-tos.
Yeah.
Anything else, I don't know. I just can't get into it.
And the last one before this one was just super generic. It was the first one with the singing. Honestly, the singing didn't bother me on that one. Those were actually probably the most interesting parts, but then it was like so processed and just bland.
Yeah, honestly, I just can't get into the new sound. The
Yeah,
new sound we're going with.
me
Yeah.
neither. And I'm fine with a band changing. And I mean, I just came out of listening to the new Periphery for the first time. And, as much as people hate on Periphery, I love Periphery, but I can't get behind this new Whitechapel stuff. I just,
I don't know. I guess I'm more of a volumes guy, honestly.
yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I mean, all that to say, like, we're fine with singing. It's just, this is not good. And so I got the full album and I couldn't even get through it. Like, I started listening
Oh,
to
you
it from
already
the.
listened to the whole thing?
No, I couldn't get through it. Like, I have it and I can't. I just can't. I got through, I think, 3 songs and I just turned it off, which is pretty rare. Like, I'll usually give something a full chance, but it was not
So
doing it for me.
so like maybe like a 3 out of 10 then.
I can't even score it because I feel like it's not fair to score it if I haven't actually listened to it all the way through. That's my policy. But I mean, that's
Okay.
probably a fair assumption.
Yeah. In all fairness, what would you give Mark of the Blade? The previous one.
um, what did I reviewed that one? So I gave that a pretty generous 7 out of 10. And looking back on it, I would probably downrate that even more. I think a 6 out of 10 feels
Yeah,
pretty fair.
some would say that one was comparable to, Suicide Silence, self-titled,
Yeah,
that league.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's in that realm. I on it to be completely honest, I actually liked the Suicide Silence better than Mark of the Blade. I'm just
Really,
gonna put it out there.
that's the hill you want to die on.
I'm not gonna die on that hill, but I'll say this. Here's my reasoning behind it is that Mark of the Blade still sounds like Whitechapel, but it's just so bland and like by the numbers. Now the Suicide Silence album is not good, but at least it's different. At least they tried something. At least they tried to like do something new. And so I give them some extra props for that. That's
Honestly,
my
I
thinking.
can't say I'm like a huge fan of any of Suicide Silence albums. Like the closest I'd say is The Cleansing, maybe, but that's more of like nostalgia for me.
Yeah. I like their old stuff. It's fun, but yeah, it's not. I won't die on a hill for any of their albums. I'll put it that way. But they're fun. They're good to go back to. So yeah, so Whitechapel, yeah, I mean, if I had to turn it off, then it's definitely somewhere below a 5. I don't know where, but
Just
uh,
like in general from the stuff you've heard so far off the new one.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's kind of a bummer though. Like, I really like the cover. I like the like
I don't know.
kind of.
Are you gonna write up a review on that one? I'm just
No,
curious.
I'd have to
No.
listen to the whole thing. And the thing is, like, there's just so much music coming through and a lot of, like, good music picking up right now that I can't waste time listening to an album I hate. And that's why I don't write reviews of albums I don't like, because I just won't listen to them. I refuse to, like, waste my time and readers' time on something I don't think is worth them even checking out. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I do like the
um,
kind of 80s or 70s, 80s horror style cover, and I think they were kind of going for that aesthetic. But the music's just not good, and the music
yeah,
video is super cringy too.
for some reason it reminded me of Deftones. I don't know why.
But I like Deftones though, so like I kind of get what you're saying, but at least Deftones is good. This is not
I
good
mean, like, I don't think I stopped at listening at self-titled
for
for
Deftones.
Deftones.
Yeah, well, I mean, White Pony alone, like for me, makes them stand above most bands. You should check out
Yeah,
No Koyo Kan. That album's really good. If you're gonna check out a
I
post self-titled
which
album, that's the good one. I'd actually put that maybe in their top 3. It's a really solid album.
yeah, I haven't. I don't know. I haven't heard that. I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I
it's
don't
a good
remember that
one.
name. I
Yeah.
know everyone hypes up White Pony.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just, and then you'll get in fights with people because some people say that's just such a like simple answer to give, but
Yeah.
it really is.
Wait, was
Around
that
the
was one of
first grade
that was
too.
one of the '90s ones, like the late '90s albums? You mean?
Early, I think it came out in 2000. Like
Oh,
right,
okay, yeah, because
right
I
there.
remember there was one with like a chick on it, like
Oh,
a
that's
girl on
Around
it.
the Fur. Yeah, that one's good too. I think that was like 99,
Yeah,
somewhere thereabouts. But yeah, that's all good stuff. Whitechapel, not good stuff.
no,
Let's
like I'll give it that. I thought the production quality was pretty decent on the new singles. That's about
for
it.
Whitechapel, I'll give
Yeah,
it that. It was better than the production on Mark of the Blade, which again was just like terrible. Like it was, it was
and honestly,
so
Phil,
condensed.
like I think like to me his singing voice isn't that bad, but like
No,
I don't think
no,
I don't think it fits into Whitechapel's style.
yeah, it's not
The
the
thing.
singing itself; it's the songwriting. It's just not good songwriting. I don't know. Like I think if they were able to figure out how to write a coherent song in that style, then maybe it would be fine. But I just don't think they've gotten there. And
No.
yeah.